Are you a coach that's working with athletes, but you're struggling to get parents to commit to you up front on the spot? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a little secret that I use with all of my clients in my own business to help us sign more athletes and get parents to commit to us for 3, 6, 12 months at a time, getting them to commit way longer and paying up front. If you don't know who I am, my name is Noah Varner. I help private soccer coaches around the world, just like yourself, grow and scale their business using social media, helping them sign 10 to 15 clients a month on autopilot. I've built my own soccer academy to over 6 figures, helped over 300 plus athletes in the community, and I've helped over 60 plus soccer coaches do the exact same thing. All right, so let's get right into it, guys. So you're wanting to sign more athletes and getting them to commit to you longer. Now, look, there's a process that comes along with getting a client in the door to then becoming a client, right? Or a lead coming in the door to becoming a client. Now, where almost all of you guys go wrong is you get the lead that comes in, you get contact information or somebody recommends you, and then you get overly excited, and then you text the client, and you're like, oh, hey, this is our program, this is what we offer, here's this, and this, and this, and this, and it's just like, and they don't respond, and they don't show up, and they don't do anything with you, and they don't commit to you because they don't take you seriously, right? Like, everyone's biggest problem is professionalism, right? Almost everybody doesn't take you seriously. They don't. Like, be for real for yourself right now. Like, sit there and actually think, do parents take you seriously? Are parents committing to you 3, 6, 12 months at a time? Are parents paying you up front, $500, $1,000, $2,000 up front? Or are they just wanting a per session thing? Are they showing up whenever they want? Right? Because if it's later, then they're not taking you seriously, right? And that starts with your lead to sale process. Okay. Now, real quick, before I go into how to get more athletes to commit to you and convert more leads at a higher rate, like, you have to first map out like your lead to sale. Like, basically, it's just a map from like you going from them becoming contact information to then becoming a client. What you need to do is you need to make sure that process is absolutely flawless. Because look, like, I can teach you guys, and this is what I teach my clients, is like how to get clients in consistently, 10 to 15 clients in every single month. But you'll never be able to do that unless your lead to sale process is rock solid. And I'm assuming it's not. So we're going to break this down here. All right. So it's really, really simple. Okay. So your lead to sale is just basically the process of them coming in to them becoming a client. All right. Now, this looks a little complicated. All right. I'm not going to overcomplicate this for you. All right. But in a very simplistic way, it just looks like this, right? Like, you get your lead that pops in, you get them to an intro call, trial session, closing call, sale. All right. Now, with you guys, right, where almost all of you guys go wrong is you get the lead, then you text them. So you don't even call them, you text them, right? And then you text them all the information that you're supposed to say on a closing call. And then they're like, oh, it's too expensive, or, oh, I don't want to commit that long, or, oh, like, obviously people aren't going to pay you a lot of money and commit if you're just texting it to them. Like, that's a great way to not make money. So if you want to continue to not make money, then continue to do it that way. But if I'm you, I would implement this. All right. So it's really simple. So when a lead pops in, okay, they pop in like this, and then boom, they come in. First thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to text them. Okay. So for my clients, we set up an automated texting system, right, where it automatically, our system texts a lead 3 minutes after they sign up, right? Because after 5 minutes, leads start losing interest in you, right? I know you guys have probably felt this before, where you're at training and you're training a few kids, and it takes a couple hours, and then you look at your phone and somebody signed up on your website or your form 2 hours ago, but you couldn't respond fast enough because you were training, and then you end up texting them and responding, and then they never reach out. They ghost you forever, right? Because they lost interest in you. They weren't interested in the first place, right? So what we do is we set up an automated texting system to automatically text people to engage them right away within 3 minutes. Okay, which apps like triples, quadruples our response rate, right? Which triples and quadruples the amount of clients that we end up signing, right? So what you'll need to do, though, is we either send them a text, and then if they don't respond, we call them immediately. Like, if somebody signs up within an hour, I would call them, like, right away. Like, get them on the phone and call them. Okay, now, like I said, everybody goes wrong is they just texting program information over. You don't need to do that. All you need to do in the texting phase is just qualify them to see if they're a good lead. Like, that's it. Like, hey, what age do they play? What skill level are they? and where are they located, right? If they're located in my area, they're the age group that I work with and the skill level that I work with, I can work with them, right? So I know they're qualified. So now I can actually put time into getting them on the call. If they're not into trials and into closing calls, and if they're not qualified, why am I going to spend time trying to sell this person? Right? It makes no sense. But for most of you guys, you don't have a consistent way of getting clients in the door. So you're trying to get everything that breathes and just to get some money in the door, right? But when you have a consistent way of actually getting clients, you're not going to ever have to do that, right? So which starts with your marketing, but we're talking about leads today. So what you'll want to do is you want to call them, get them on the phone, qualify them, whatever. All right. Now from there, there's two things that can happen. Okay. So like I said, they respond or they don't respond, right? If they don't respond, we call them. If they don't answer and they're just not picking up anything, we just put them in a simple follow-up sequence. Okay. Like, it's basically just like a series of automated texts and emails for the next 7 days to just re-engage them. And if they don't ever, they ghost us. Like we just keep repeating, right? Like follow-up sequence until we get a response. Like we keep following up until we get a response. But regardless, once we do get a response from them and they're active, that's when we go here. Okay? So that's when we move them to an intro call. All right. So look, there's two calls that I recommend that you do. All right. First and foremost, none of you are doing any calls, which is embarrassing, right? You're never going to make any money that way. All right. But you need to be doing 2 calls. All right. Preferably 1. And that is just a normal call where you sit down on a Zoom call and you sit down with, both parents and the player, and you talk to them about your program. You find out their problems, and then you solve those problems and you pitch your program and you close them on the call. Okay. Now, you want to try to get that sale up front right away. By you getting on a Zoom call, it already looks ultra professional right away. Like, they're showing up, they're taking you seriously. Okay. Just want to put that out there. But you get them on a call and you pitch them. Let's say they don't respond. Like they're like, yeah, no, like, we don't want to commit right away. Like, I don't think this is a good fit right now, or, some BS, right? Then your bailout is always a trial session, always. And that's going to help you convert so much higher because you'll take people off the top here. Like you'll get sales by just putting them on a call and pitching them the program. Like you'll get 10, 20% of the people initially to close, right? Which is awesome. Like before they even get onto the field, which is great. But a lot of them would be like, I don't want to make a decision right now, especially if you're in the beginning, they don't trust you, right? You don't have a lot of testimonials, you don't have a lot of social proof. So they're not going to be unwary and not trust you. So what you need to do is you need to offer them a trial session. Now, where almost every coach goes wrong is they push a free trial session every single time, right? And the issue with a free trial session, especially if you're not a solidified coach with a lot of social proof and testimonials, they're not going to take you seriously. So a lot of them won't show up to your free trial. And even if they do show up to your free trial, they're still not going to take you seriously after that, right? Because you're giving stuff away for free. So what I would do was I would do a paid trial session instead of being like, okay, gotcha, totally understand. You don't want to commit today. So let's just do this instead. Why don't we just do a trial session? Simple, $25. You come out, we'll do an hour. I'll break down your athlete's performance in a total eval way. And if I feel like he's a good fit for our program, then we'll let you guys in. All right. You see that mind shift change? You see that frame change, right? Like you want to make exclusivity behind it. Like you want to be exclusive about it. You want people to feel like, oh, I have to apply for this. Like, oh, I have to make it. I have to try out for this and I have to make it. Right. And that's something you could do in the very beginning without even, doing those initial or trying to sell them. But you want to frame it instead of getting them out for a free trial to try it. It's more like we're trying you out. We're seeing if you're a good fit for our program versus the other way around. Right. And that with that exclusivity, they'll sit back and be like, oh, wow, this must be really professional. He doesn't work with just anybody. I got to make sure Johnny Jr. shows up to this session and he does really well and he's prepared. And then, dude, you'll see your conversion rates skyrocket. You'll see so many clients come into your business, right? Because of that one little mind shift. That's the secret, is that mind shift change of making it exclusive. Stop trying to get everybody and just frame it as, look, you have to try out for us. and then they're going to show up ready to go, and they're going to want to be closed. Like, they're going to want it. That it will make your closing call and getting them into your program so much easier, right? And by charging them and making it exclusive, they will show up on much higher rates. Okay. But that's everything for today's video, guys. If you're a private soccer coach who wants to grow and scale your business, go book in a call with me in the link in the description below. We'll jump on and see if you're a good fit for our program, and hopefully get you rolling there. But that's everything for today's video. Hope you guys got a ton of value out of that. Go like, comment, subscribe, whatever the buttons are. Go try this stuff out, guys. I've used this across 60 other businesses, and it works every single time, but you're never going to get off the ground unless you try stuff like this. Okay, but go try it out. But again, hope you guys got some value out. That's everything for today's video. Go make some money, guys. Peace.